So friends, welcome everyone to another inside the video of the new throne and seal. And as you guys know, in the last video of Divine Snail covering up a lot of information about I did it, and in the same video, between Electrolux and Divine Snail. What is the connection between me and the rest of the Son of Light? What is its connection with night? I told you those things, and in the meantime, it was mentioned that since the Tower of Eternity Long Houchen unlocks 4 guardians. If he has taken it, then the powers of his team will almost double. It has increased threefold, and now she has to. Struggling with multiple domens, you don't even have to face the problems, and after hearing this, a lot of people. I was asked to comment that after all these 12, who are the Cardinal Knights and how many are they? A little bit about it being more powerful. Let me tell you, I have been watching this video for a long time. But today finally I planned that if this is finished, then this video. Inside I'll show you guys a little tower. About Tower of Eternity and 12 Guardian. The names of the knights as well as their little. I will explain about the powers then. Let us start this video Tower of Eternity with Tower of Eternity. I have read many things about turning. The information is in all these videos. I have told you all these videos. You will find it on top of my channel, but there is a thing I recently came to know, is that the Tower of Eternity Electrolux to create. Nax has 3 or 4 courses of Divine Beast. After this Tower of Eternity, people who had access to the tool. I don't know about divine tools. Let me tell them a few things that many. There are various tools at the top of the levels. The one who comes in the top class is Ultra Divine Tool and Ultra Divine. The tools are so powerful that more powerful that yet in the Throne of Seal. To see some more mention about him. Not even Electrolux himself found it. I had told my 12 guardians that Ultra Divine Tool never exists. And these 32 demon pillars are for us. All of these are being seen. Ultra Divine is part of the tool, and if you guys want more about this, if you know more, then comment section. Let me know so that more subscribers can get it, or else my friends will get to know about this. More about the super divine tool that comes just one level below it, that is, second. When it comes to coloring, now this will tell you guys. Then you must have come to know that after all the Tower of Eternity, it is out that he is so powerful. Now let us move towards the Tower of Eternity. Above the first floor, there is the first floor. Inside we only have to see the ground, there is no sky, and there were 2 guardians, who had been waiting for a long time, has kept it unlocked, in which he wore. It was our Fire Knight, you guys know. That's how powerful this guy was. The main abilities that come are combat. Abilities means close to close fight. It is very difficult to beat inside. You guys must have seen the Long Houchen. Literally so much came into my hands in a flash. He was attacking very hard, and the so-called Azura Slash, which is a powerful attack, which Long Houchen uses personally. He was also created by this Fire Knight. And after this we will go to the first floor. I get to see the second one. The name is Ice Maze. It is actually so called cool. The type of boy who is like that seems like this is also a kind of main. The lead is too Long Houchen to see this. He keeps on assisting, and it's Joe Main. He has the power to see our eyes. It is available, and these are mostly attacks. He does it from a distance and with a cool mind, believes more in performing. After this comes our second platform. The one above the second platform, which is the first. What we were shown was actually wind as. Assassin is also sometimes called Green Magician. It is said because the wind it has. You get to see it in green color. You must remember that when there was a fight between Long Houchen and this. So during that time its speed was at the used to be at peak, i.e. its speed and combat abilities between the 2 it was also quite big, and the Long Hut was the first one. The bar is so high compared to the speed of anyone. I was lacking too much, even this. Had to take help from Assassin to defeat him. After this, on the second floor above which we people's next guardian was seen. That was the meaning table and how much it was. It's powerful. I need to tell you this thing, no. as you might have already seen that when its first fight with Long Houchen. If it happens, then keep these Long Houchen promises aside gives and in the first fight. I am Long Houchen. Words can't even touch it, it's main if we talk about powers. So that is gravity, that is, gravity can manipulate us in a way. We can consider this as a loss and more. It has no lost gravity techniques, which was lost in ancient times and right now currently probably only this. It will be possible to have this in future. What a club, can we even see in Long Houchen from all these powers, these are also the rest of the can also absorb the powers of the guardians, you might have heard this till now. I noticed the thing inside the dung vase. I haven't done it, but if you guys notice. If you did, please tell us by commenting. Later on the third floor he is going to be seen as the next warrior. This is the Dark Knight. Yes, this is me of Batman. I am not talking about it, its name is Dark Knight. There is a black color armorer beside it. The main essence which stays near it. What one gets is actually darkness, and it has a mount of its own which. There is a horse and that too is probably completely dark, absorbs the essence within itself, and as I told you guys that. The main powers that it has are it is a dark essence, so its entry, as well as within 100 meters of its vicinity. Black-purple dark color inside radius. I start to feel some essence due to which whatever is the atmosphere around it. It molds according to the conditions, and because of this it is too much to beat. It also becomes difficult after this, the third. Next to us on the top floor guardian, is seen that he was actually light table. Table means you people know that he must be some kind of magician. If there is light nearby, then you people would have understood that its powers will actually be light. It will have an element and its light will remain. She is actually the 7th ranked light. Remains, that is, the quality of its light, it will be much better, that is age companion to the current which powers of Long Houchen. This can reach close to him was more extremely powerful, as you people know that the throne of the seal all the lights over the continent. Attrition powers are enough. It is very rare, that is why the powers he had were also quite high. After this we went up to the 4th floor again, a fire-breathing warrior. Which is actually he was a fire mage, meaning he was a fire elemental magician. Its power levels are also very high, there are many people who can't stand before it. The feet and even the long hutch in front of it also does not remain, due to which its team facing a lot of possibilities to defeat. We have to do it, and after that whatever we get to see the 4th floor above, that was an ice knight. I.e. that you must have noticed that the first floor. The first one of ours which is inside. He was a warrior, he was a fire knight and the second one was our ice table, but during this it's ice knight here, that is the powers it will have are like an ice eater. But it is actually a table, or then no warrior will be truly a knight. It will be like a Long Houchen, i.e. the powers must be posing, and as I told you that if there is one type of knight, then both of its swords come in the hands, like Long Houchen uses it after that fixed floor. The one above who tells us the next guardian. We get to see it for the first time. People are shown as warriors, that is this was the meaning of our warriors, his power levels were comparable to those of the Dark Knight. Its first appearance was quite a lot, a 4-meter long warrior as it was. The surrounding air pressure increases with the entry. It is filled too much, i.e. air, the weight that is on the body is too much. I start to feel its power levels. She had too much in both of his hands. There were hammers, and these also defeated gravity, could manipulate it as well. It also had some self-taught techniques and facing a lot of difficulty in defeating. It happens, and you guys have probably noticed that which first introduced us to gravity. Long Houchen efforts were seen in defeating him. She was so scared. Think about everyone's plight in front of her. How much more is it going to explode after this, which we will get next on this floor? I get to see that it was actually us. A kind of wind maze, wind knight for people know, but wind mage means this too is wind. He might be an atrial boy, but actually its powers would be like those of a magician. It will be like a light type magician. Not necessarily only in type, yes, we would have seen more tables, which is a different approach from Son of Light. They do, and these wind mazes are also quite a lot. Remains extremely powerful, and the wind means. Again, the speed it will have will be quite. There will be more, but in combat abilities. It probably would have kept choking a little more. But do not think that this table is, you guys might find this a little weak, right? You must know the thing that our Electrolux is also a kind of magician, that is that it was the table and it covered the whole continent. I had shaken you up, now you guys think about it. The table does not want underestimators, especially that if he focuses on a particular element or if you use Atril, then it is last. Before I move on to the floor, let me tell you one thing. That till now whatever warriors I have read about, I told you that most of the warriors will be at the peak of level 9 either, and early will be around level 9, but demons, I feel inside that the power that they have, those are the levels, they are a little less for us is being shown because level 9. In comparison to the powers these people had till now, the 4 guardians of, it was less, and it was possible that we might have known about the future. Those people will be guardians at level 9. All these will be shown at the peak of level 8. So what do you guys think about the above? Please tell us by commenting, and now we will. Let's move towards our last floor, last. The first person on the floor who calls us a warrior, he will be seen by no one else, but darkness will happen now, you people understand that. That means it will use the darkness stable along with that poses the powers of the table does, that is, to what extent its power. There will be levels, you people will not even imagine it. Can I imagine the Dark Knight that I saw before? Did you guys understand? You must have realized how powerful he was. But it is much more powerful than that, and you people know that ranking-wise. As I move forward, so do I. These guardians would have been even more powerful. We are going, and now we are moving forward. The last guardian, that is, our ranking-wise, he is going to be number 1. Actually, it is a type of light knight, that is a light attribute that the knight will use. Now you all know the powers that light. So who's gonna pose the attributes now? You guys comment and tell me which one is number 1. See. But the guardian knight that we get to see. This video will end here. Thank you for watching.